I mean, Neymar, who you're his favourite.
No, just good player. Never said he's not.
What do you mean a good player? He's an unbelievable player.
He's overrated, though.
He's played 116 games for Brazil.
Mate, he's never been the best Brazilian, is he? You can pick a Brazil 11, he's not even on the bench.
Oh, he is.
Is he?
Oh, he is.
Well, who's he better than? Ronaldo?
Well, no.
Rivaldo? Rivellino?
He's better.
It's got Indian O.
He's
Mate, not for me.
He gets in. He gets in an all-time Brazilian team.
I know he does, mate. I'm not sure he does. Up top, I'm not sure he does.
If he he would. Off the
Zico.
left. I mean, yeah, but you're going back to sort of years he never even heard
Jardinho. Pelladino.
We got Pele as well.
Ronaldinho.
Got third most goals in Brazilian history.
Mate, I'm telling you now.
Brazilian history is third most.
I
Can't tell me he doesn't get in an all-time Brazilian side.
In every big game that I see Neymar play, in the vast majority of them, he doesn't show up. He does not deliver. He does not do what Benzema done tonight. Never seen it. There's one game when he was at Barca. It might have been against PSG actually, where he turned it on. And that's the fact that I can remember it tells you how few there are. Mate, he's so overrated. He is, mate. He's got. Look, I've never said he's a bad footballer, but he's not in the same.
He's top class for me.
He's
top class.
Well, he's gone to PSG and
he can't help how bad their defending was tonight,
mate.
I mean, going forward tonight, he set up Mbappe's goal. By the way, that was his assist. That was his ball.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. But over the since he's been at PSG, has he delivered? That is a no, isn't it? That's
you'd have to say no because they haven't won the Champions League. But
I'm just saying, mate. I do not see that the world class player that everyone else does. He looks great at times, but when it really comes down to it, he is not going to be doing what Benzema done tonight. He will not do what Lewandowski did last night. He's not that type of player. And I've said this before. Any one of the front three at Liverpool, any one of the front three at City, he does not get in those teams for me. Does not get in their team. His work rate as well. He's an individual. He is not a team player.
We're telling me he doesn't get in Man City's side?
No, I don't think he does,
over
mate.
Sterling?
No, I'd have him
over
over
Jack Grealish?
You
wouldn't have Neymar in front of Raheem Sterling?
I wouldn't have him, mate, because he's part of the problem. He's not part of the solution. He is not one of those players you want when the chips are down, when you really need to dig out a performance, someone to roll up their sleeves. If you want someone to dive around and moan and referee, he's your skipper.
I disagree.
Hey, mate, he'll do me head in. He does. And I said this a couple of years ago, right? In fact, it was more than that. It was about 4 years ago. That Gareth Southgate, if he was English, he'd be a problem to Gareth Southgate. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at you losing your head, John.
No,
He's in your head.
No, because I tell you what, because people come, and I've been saying this for years, right? And every single year, I'm proven right. And this year's no exception.
He'd get in Man City's team.
I wouldn't have him there, mate. I'm sure Pep would find a place for him. I think Pep would. He's not going to get in that team.
Pep sign him at Barcelona.
Mate, Pep, he's not going to work for. He's not going to get work better than Bernardo Silva and Sterling. He's not getting that team.
All right, well, I disagree, but I don't know.
Liverpool, is he getting Liverpool's team?
I
don't think he does.
Yeah, I think he does.
Who is in place of who? Mane. You'd rather have Neymar than Mane? Huh?
I would play
Salah. You have a Neymar over Salah? Come on.
No, you would.
You're not.
You would.
You're not.
You'd get him in your team.
You're not.
You'd get him in your team.
No, you're not.
You would. You'd fit him in somewhere.
No, well, that's your problem. You're part of the problem.
Are you pointing your finger
You're
at?
part of the problem as well.
No, you're the problem.
You're part of the problem. And this is, do you know what?
You're the problem. You don't understand greatness.
Do you know what? I feel sorry for Mopo, right? So he's got these great players. He cannot leave any of them out. I guarantee you, there's been moments, I guarantee there have been moments where he would like to play somewhere different. But when you got Neymar and almost the pressure that comes with it, and you got Messi, now, Mbappe for me is he's not the best player at PSG, by the way. Mbappe is.
Yeah, Mbappe is world class. He is world class.
Okay, so he's above Neymar. Can we agree that?
Yeah, he is. But Messi's been shocking since he's gone to PSG. He hasn't been good enough. But for me, look, Neymar, he got an assist tonight.
No. Well done.
You can't blame him. You can't blame him for how bad PSG's defending was.
But what I'm saying is, don't be telling me how good he is.
But he is.
Don't be telling me he's one of the best players.
Say it.
No, but what about the eyeball test? What about those? See those
what
two
do your
things?
eyes know?
Those two things at the front of your head.
Your eyes know.
Yeah, do that. Use that as a test. Don't be fooled by stats. Someone's just tweeting me about all his numbers here. And I mean, Santos, 177 games, 107 goals, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, what Pele?
Okay.
Pele scored 1,000 goals when playing in Brazil.
You can't compare him to Pele.
Mate, he's playing in PSG.
He's got 70 goals
Mate,
for Brazil. 70 in 116 games. He's played 83 times for PSG. He scored 60 goals.
Have you seen who they play in when they go in the World Cup? Have you seen the teams they play, mate? Honestly, I'm not having him, mate.
You're just not having him,
No,
are you?
no.
You're just not having him.
Nope.
Gets in Chelsea's team.
I'm telling you,
He gets in Chelsea's team.
I would not have him anywhere near Chelsea. He is a problem. He is not part of the solution.
Tuchel would snap his hand off to take Neymar
well,
to Chelsea.
So Thomas Tuchel,
had him.
didn't win the Champions League. Comes to Chelsea.
It was unbelievable for Thomas Tuchel.
Wins the Champions League.
Unbelievable for Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, but who won? Yeah, but he's part. By the way,
He played Bayern Munich in the final.
he was useless. He was garbage. Neymar was garbage. I watched the game.
I don't even know if it was Bayern Munich.
It was Bayern Munich. No, it was. It was Bayern Munich in the final.
It was, yeah.
It was. They beat them 1-0.
It gets in Chelsea's team.
Mate,
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you now. I wouldn't want him anywhere near Chelsea. Someone linked us back in January.
You got Timo Werner playing for you.
Mate, look, I'm not saying Timo Werner's a good footballer, but it's the attitude, mate. I wouldn't have him. Wouldn't want him.
I disagree with you.
You know Spurs, though? You know what? PSG are the Spurs, aren't they, of Europe?
I don't know if he gets it out soon. We've got Son and Harry Kane. Don't know if he gets in it.
I wouldn't know.
Let's go to Mike, who's a Liverpool fan. Mike, good evening.
Good evening, guys. How are we doing?
Yeah, all right. Go on. Are you on the Cundy army here?
For the time being on this subject, I think I am. Yeah, it's not often I agree with Jason, but I've got to say, Jace, respect for it. You're spot on with Neymar's assessment there, mate.
I don't understand people that look, he wasn't great. He's not Mbappe. He's not Benzema. He's not Lewandowski. He's not going to go and score 3-4 goals in a game. But if you watch him play, you know, he does things out of the ordinary. Like, I always think if as a fan, as an armchair fan, watching PSG, there's players there that I'd pay money to go and watch. And Neymar's on that list for me. You want to go and watch him play football. Isn't that what football's about?
Yeah, but I'd rather watch Mbappe.
Yeah, no, look, I agree with you, but if you're talking about having Neymar in your side, you'd want him at Liverpool. Would you have Neymar at Liverpool?
No.
It's unbelievable.
Klopp wouldn't have him. Klopp would not have him.
I think Mike's right. I don't think Klopp would have him. He's not gonna be able to work the way that Mane and Salah and how unselfish those players are to work with that team. Neymar is he's one of those selfish players you're around. He is as an individual. He's one of the most.
Telling me Salah's not selfish.
He can be, but he works in that team. You don't play in Klopp's team and win what Liverpool have done and play as well as Salah has if you don't work hard.
Mike, you got Diego Jota, who's had a great season. You're telling me Diego Jota's better than Neymar?
Jota scores goals. He's not selfish.
What do you mean he scores? So does Neymar.
Neymar's a trickster, and I love all the highlight reels that say he's just rainbow flicked the defender. What they don't show on that is it went out for a goal kick. He's a great player. He's a great player, but he's more of a he's more image-based.
He's not a trickster. He's got unbelievable ability, and you know
exactly. But he wastes it with his attitude. He's got the wrong attitude on the pitch. He moans too much. He spends more time imitating a cow eating grass. You know.
All right, Mike.
He's 30, Neymar, right?
Okay.
He's 30.
He's got nothing to prove. If he finished tomorrow, he'd be a legend.
No, but I don't know whether... I think there is. What has he...
What's he got to prove?
Well,
he's won the Champions League.
But but PSG hasn't. He's won... Look, Messi won that Champions League. He's 30, okay? What has he done for Brazil?
He won the Confederations Cup, which is like our Euros. He won it. 2013.
Confederations Cup?
Yeah, and he's won the Copa America. 2021. He won it. He won the Olympics, 2016.
Oh, the Olympics, brilliant. Brilliant. What do you do?
What
Long
do you
jump?
want from him?
What do you do? Long
What do you
jump
want
and
from
dive
him?
around in the sandpit.
He's won the
Ran all
equivalent.
the way and then dived
He's won
and-
the equivalent
Ran
of
the
our
long jump.
Euros.
Ran
He's
at the,
won that
ran
for
at the long
Brazil.
jump. Ran over, dived, ended up in the sand.
What do you want from the man?
Mate, I'm just telling you, with my eyeballs, everyone.
It just
Do you know
annoys,
what?
it
Do you know what
annoys
is,
me.
mate?
It
No,
annoys me sometimes.
tell you-
People they don't appreciate someone's unbelievable ability
Yeah,
that
no, I
someone's
don't
got.
doubt he's got
And he
natural
won't-
ability.
He's not gonna be unbelievable every game.
Mate,
Look at Lionel Messi.
Mate, he can't lace
Lionel
Messi's
Messi
boots.
walks around,
He
no one
can't-
says nothing.
He can't lace Messi's boots. Can't get anywhere near Messi. No, mate.
All right, let's go to Luke, who's a Liverpool fan. Luke, good evening.
Evening, boys. How's things?
All right, yeah. I mean, everyone's going against me on Neymar, and I need someone to help me out, and I don't think it's going to be you.
Unfortunately, it's not. I've been watching Neymar since he's been 17, 16 at Corinthians, and I've been following Brazil most of my life. Supported them in the 2002 World Cup with, I think, the greatest striker of all time, Ronaldo. But I just have to side with Cundy. I just think he's a hindrance to the team. He doesn't work enough, and he's 100% not getting into the top 3-4 teams in England. He doesn't walk into their side. I think the work ethic in England, and that's why they're possibly the best league in the world.
Yeah.
I don't think he walks into any of it. I just think he's
Yeah, but
lazy.
would you say, all right, Luke? Would you say Jack Grealish runs around like a madman on the football pitch?
No, he's
So-
a different type. Though he's not.
What do you mean? If you're gonna kind of say who are they like, you would say they're similar in the way they play.
Yes, in terms of skill, I would actually put him closer to Mahrez, to be honest with you. I'd compare closer to Mahrez, and he doesn't get in that Man City team over Mahrez.
Yeah, Mahrez plays on the right. You Sterling or Grealish
but
plays on the left. That's where Neymar plays.
But if
Plays
you're
off the
talking in
left.
terms of ability of, with his feet and his pace and how he plays the game, I think he's closer to Mahrez than he is to Jack Grealish in terms of ability. And I don't think he walks over that. I don't think he just comes to Man City and gets in over, Mahrez, Mane, Salah, even Sterling. I think Sterling starts ahead of him.
Do you know what? They haven't won the Copa America either. He hasn't won the Copa America.
I'm sure.
No.
He hasn't won it. He's won the Federations Cup.
I'm
But
sure.
then at the same point, he scored 70 goals
They
for
lost.
Brazil. So
Sorry,
I
they
do
lost.
see-
They lost. They lost.
I-
They lost to Argentina. Yeah, so you're right. But he's won the Confederations Cup.
I mean, look, if that's what we're talking about now,
The Olympics?
winning the Confederations Cup and the long jump, then
Olympics.
I think all it does is back up my point.
He's won the
He's won the.
Olympics.
He's won the.
He's got gold medal.
Mate, honestly, it's just,
I'm playing devil's advocate to a certain degree here, but
he's overrated. Everyone
He's not overrated.
Do you know what it is?
I won't have that.
If everyone says it's because he's Brazilian as well. Everyone says he's a good player, and yes, he can be. Use your eyeballs. Do the eyeball test.
I disagree.